You are in trouble. Sierra's going to get after you, man. You got too many women, too many people fighting after you. You are a sought-after man. Mayor LaToya Cantrell in New Orleans. Let's look at what she just said this past week. It's phenomenal. I have been hearing the rumors on the streets. I don't know if they are true or not, but I just want Russell Wilson and Sierra to know that if the rumors are true, please know that the city, of New Orleans will welcome you and your family with open arms. So this was awesome. I think the NFL needs more of this. But then the other side of this was even better. So then you had the Seattle mayor respond. I love you, mayor, but keep your eyes off of Russell Wilson. His home is in Seattle. And so you know Seattle is in the market for an NBA team. I absolutely love this. I love every part of this. I love this. The NFL needs this. It's so political. Let's get everybody involved. Russ, chill out, boy.
Hey, do you guys know just how low the bar is for the New York Knicks these days? The New York Knicks, who haven't made the playoffs in 9 years, haven't won a title in 48 years. The bar is so jaw-dropping, soil-scratching, basement-dwelling, flow-ride low for the New York Knicks that this was the scene over the weekend outside of Madison Square Garden. Why? And if you turn the sound up, you can hear them just going, it's just euphoria. Why? Because they won 2 games this weekend to reach 500. The New York Knicks are officially average. They have hit 500, and the city cannot handle it. Nick, the day this team goes above 500, I don't even think I could sit still. I don't even think I can handle it as a New York Cityer. So good luck to them. It's wonderful here in New York.
Speaking of the Knicks, they just did, as Jenna mentioned, get a game above 500. Julius Randle's an all-star. He's having an excellent game. But Jenna's point is right. There is nothing more delightful than the relentless optimism of Knicks fans that quickly turns into wild overrating of their own players of Knicks fans. And this one stars a man that I once interned for, my buddy Brandon Tierney, who fired off this gem of a take this weekend. Legit question. At his absolute apex, was Chris Bosh ever better than peak Julius Randle? The answer is no. Tierney, I love you, man. You were great to me when I interned for you. You've been great to me every time I've seen you since. That is the definition of being drunk on the Knicks Kool-Aid. Tom Thibodeau gets you to 18 and 17, all of a sudden you're like, peak Julius Randle or Kevin McHale? I don't know. Who would you rather have? Like this is, keep it up, Knicks fans. Emmanuel Quickley's going to be runner-up for Rookie of the Year, and y'all going to put his jersey in the rafters. I'm excited for it. I'm here for it. Keep it up, Knicks fans.
Okay. All right, here's the take. I know when you go to Sherwin-Williams, you look at the color palette, you're like, wow, there's trillions of colors. What should I paint my bedroom? Maybe I'll paint Whispering Fog. That seems nice. Here's the problem. There's only like 10 colors. And when they get matched up here, it doesn't work. It happened with Thunder Hawks. They had to change at halftime. And then spring training starts. Oh, Cardinals-Nationals game. Oh, is this an inter-squad scrimmage? Nope. A full-on game. So here's the solution. Stylists for every league have to look at the uniforms, and we really open up the aperture in a major way. So color combinations that match on TV. Hey, good news. Today you're wearing camouflage, and the other team's going to wear that like orange, safety orange. It's a whole deer hunting theme. Hey, we're going to go 60s theme. You guys are going to wear tie-dye. You guys are going to wear like loose denim. You're going to look like Timberlake and Britney Spears. Next time, oh, you're going to wear metallic silver, and you're going to just wear leather. It's going to be like a Mad Max meets Star Wars thing. We really open up the aperture so this never happens again. Free take from Kevin Wilds.
Love it. All love it. Our stylist, Christine, get her on it.
Trade talks.
Let's talk some Dallas Cowboys now. Why are we talking Cowboys? Not because they finally signed Dak Prescott, because that would be hilarious, but because at least it appears like they want to. Last week, Russell Wilson listed the Dallas Cowboys as a team he'd be open to be traded to. Well, according to a report over the weekend, Cowboys find a Dak for Russ swap, quote, laughable, citing the age difference between the two quarterbacks and the truckload of the draft capital they'd have to give up. A lot there. So, Brendan, Are the Cowboys making a mistake laughing off a Dak for Russ trade?
No, Jenna, you know what I think is laughable is that the Cowboys refuse to give Dak the bag. Pay the man, and you won't have these discussions. If I'm Russell Wilson on the other side, I will be thinking this way, like, okay, well, if it's not going to work out in Seattle, where can I go? Where's the ultimate place for me? And Dallas would be up there. And the reason why I'm considering this is because you refuse to pay him. And that tells everybody in the league what you think of him. But look, Russell is the better quarterback. Russell is the better leader. When I talk about leaders, because Russ is in the category where there's only a few people. When you talk about all of sports, he's awesome. But you don't go and get rid of Dak Prescott. That is your guy. You did a phenomenal job. That's your legacy. You drafted this guy in the mid-rounds. You did the work. You did the due diligence, and you helped develop him. So why would you get rid of a guy that comes in and there's only 5 quarterbacks that have more wins than him? You got Drew Brees, you got Brady, you got Big Ben, you got Russ, and there's another quarterback out there, Aaron Rodgers. Those are the 5 guys that win the way Dak wins. So you double down on this guy, but you start with paying him, Nick. We won't be having this discussion if you pay him. What's the big deal, resident GM?
Yeah,
you
well,
tell me.
That's the thing, though. They haven't paid him, and so this is a discussion, and I'm going to double down on the hilarity. I find it laughable that the Cowboys find it laughable. Here's the deal. There is one team in the league that should laugh off the idea of trading their quarterback for Russell Wilson. My team, the Chiefs. And that's not me being a Chiefs homer. That's the reality of it. Now, if you want to say a team like the Chargers wouldn't be interested because Justin Herbert's a decade younger and so much cheaper, fine. Right. I'm not saying every team would trade their quarterback 1-for-1 for Russ, but there's only one team that hangs up the phone and doesn't have the conversation. That's the Chiefs. Everyone else should have the conversation. And for the Cowboys, when clearly you guys are in a multi-year stalemate over what Dak finds his value to be and what you find his value to be, well, then maybe you're not ever going to actually agree. And Dak is going to be a free agent a year from now because you're going to franchise tagging him again this season. To me, Wilds, this is one of the rare instances that everyone could win. Dak could win because he would finally get the contract he feels he deserves and a team that clearly wants him. Russ would win because he would be with a team that is going to be on the marquee, more nationally televised games than any team in the league, and weapons galore. Pete Carroll would win potentially because you go to a super low maintenance, awesome game manager, which seems to be what he wants Russell Wilson to be. And Jerry Jones would win because he doesn't have to negotiate a contract anymore. Russ is locked in on a contract that if it's traded becomes actually below market value because Seattle would have to eat the signing bonus. So I see win, 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 win. So Wilds, until the Seahawks declare we'd never trade Russ or the Cowboys sign Dak, to me, this is going to be an A1 story day after day.
Okay, but Nick, don't you think that the media, us on this show particularly, want to have it both ways? Because anytime an organization flirts with another quarterback, like, oh, what are you doing? What are you drafting Jordan Love for? What are you showing up at this guy's pro day for? Why are there rumors that you want Tom Brady on your team? The Cowboys are handling this perfectly. They should release a video of them actually laughing. We know they love Dak, and they just want to support him. While every other team out there is trying to alienate their quarterbacks, the Cowboys are like, we didn't get the deal done, but we love you. Jerry Jones, like, we treat you like family. And here's the other thing. When you look at their numbers, and I know that we put Russ on a pedestal, go Badgers, I'm all for it, but their numbers aren't that crazy different, Brandon. Like, this is not the upgrade that I think, just on paper, that I was shocked to see these numbers. I don't think it's as big as an upgrade as I think the media wants to make you think it is.
Can I Brandon, let me jump in for 1 second because I got to just push back because Nick and I have been on this show from the very beginning. We've had this conversation before. Right. I keep hearing over and over how much the Cowboys love Dak Prescott. But there's, and I love to hear people tell me they love me. I want everyone to tell me they love me, but at some point I want you to show me. At some point I want you to pay me or give me the due respect or something, because it has now been years upon years of off seasons that we keep talking about how much Jerry and Steven love Dak, and yet show me the money. Show me how much you love me and trust me. Even after his injury last year, they were like, Dak's still our guy. If Dak is still your guy, there would be some sort of, here, this is what we'd like to offer. Let's get that conversation going. And we haven't heard it. No contract. Yeah, Nick, no contract still.
You know,
I'm tired of the words now.
Nick, you know who Jenna is? Jenna is Andre Johnson. When Jenna speaks, everybody needs to listen, right? Andre Johnson just sits back and he's super cool and chill. And then when he speaks, everybody's like, what? You got to listen to him. Yeah. He's right, man. Get the deal done, and we wouldn't be having this discussion. But, Wiles, to your point, if everything is equal, okay, you're going into the fourth quarter, 2 minutes to go. You're down by 7 points, 6 points, whatever you want to throw up there. Who are you going to hand the ball to, Russell Wilson or Dak Prescott? And to me, I'll answer that. I'm going with Russell Wilson. So to me, he's the better quarterback. So you can throw the numbers up there all you want, resident statistician, but Russell is the best.
First of all, Wildes is not the resident statistician. Wildes is the resident. He perverts the numbers. Yeah. He perverts. This is the